Story of an ice cube. Once upon a time, there was a little curious ice cube called Lucy. One day, she decided to go to Egypt. In Egypt, she met another ice cube called Mo that would help her guide through the life in Egypt. Along the streets of Egypt, Lucy saw some other ice cubes, but those ice cubes were looking a little funky to her. "What's happening?" says Lucy. "They're melting, don't worry. Just make sure you have your umbrella so you don't melt." Mo keeps on talking about the safety in Egypt, how to not melt and how to not evaporate. Lucy thinks it's really, really boring and doesn't really care, so she runs off. Lucy's walking across the street when she sees a big sign that says "Caution, high risk of melting." She looks down and sees a big water puddle beneath her. She gets really worried and doesn't know what to do. Lucy doesn't have any parts of solid left in her. She's just one big puddle. She tries to find somebody for help, and she finds an ice cube man. She asks her, "What's happening to me? Why am I a big blob?" The man answers back, "Oh, don't worry. You'll turn into an ice cube later on. It's just that you're a puddle now. This is the life of an ice cube. You used to be solid, and in a solid, the molecular distance is quite small. But now you're a liquid, so you should be happy, because the molecular distance in a liquid is much bigger. You get to be more free." Lucy wanders and wanders until it's really, really hot. But suddenly, she's in the air. "What's happening to me?" she says. She thinks for herself. And she says, "I'm a gas. Why am I a gas? Oh, this is so annoying." Another ice cube comes along and tells her, "You're just a gas. You should be really, really free now. The intermolecular distance in a gas is like so big, and there's no definite volume and no definite shape." Lucy's sad, just really, really sad. The ice cube comes to her again and says, "Oh, don't forget, you're evaporating. This might happen again. Teach this to others." Lucy doesn't like to be a gas. She likes her life as an ice cube. She keeps on being there as a cloud and just waiting for a day to come where she gets to be an ice cube. Lucy is really sad. She starts to cry. But instead of crying from her eyes, it cries from the bottom of her. Lucy is now a puddle. She was condensating. She's finally a puddle, and she's so happy. But she doesn't know if she's going to turn into an ice cube again. But still, a life as a puddle was pretty fun. Lucy decides to go to the South Pole. Because as she heard from the other ice cube, she heard that he said, if you go to a cold place, you freeze. And freezing means that you turn into an ice cube. Lucy thinks it's really, really cold in the South Pole. But as the days go by, she turns into an ice cube, and she's as happy as you can be. Lucy is now home. She's a brand new ice cube, lived the life of an ice cube, and she can't wait to teach it to other young ice cubes.